It's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, B-High. Radio shouted, stepping in the building. I got an artist, singer, songwriter, all-around entertainer in this thing. K-Major, what's good with it, boss?
What's poppin'?
I mean, feeling good, feeling great, man. I mean, it's Hurricane 5, bruh.
Hey.
I had the pleasure of riding into that thing today.
Category 5.
Hey, man, you got down on that thing.
Man, we getting to it.
Talk to me about putting that project together.
Category 5 was a movie, man. Me and DJ Spinz came together riding R. Thomas one day in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It was like, man, we need something to get the ladies real wet, man. Something real sensual, man. What we gonna do, K-Major? What you gonna do with it? I'm like, man, I got it. Let's go back to the crib. Mm-hmm. We get to the crib, turn on the mic, turn on Pro Tools. You got Category 5.
I mean, what was the creative process behind that thing, though, man? Because, I mean, coming up with the R&B and putting it down like that, you know, you see a lot of folks doing mixtapes with the rap, but you don't see it as much with the R&B. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, people say that R&B is not cool. And, you know, me growing up, I thought R&B was the coolest thing ever.
Right.
You know, talking to women, telling them how beautiful they are.
Hey.
I mean, how can you not want that as a man? Of course, as a man or as a woman hearing about your man, you know, it's crazy.
That's right.
So, you know, Category 5 was my chance to interact with different women around Atlanta, different cities, traveling, and put my perspective down on wax.
That's right. Now, I mean, I know you were getting busy with my brother Spinz, man. And Spinz, he doesn't play around when it comes to getting down on the producing side of things. Tell me what that chemistry was like working with that guy and putting together this project.
DJ Spinz, he like my brother.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's not like like we forcing music. It kind of just comes. It's like, he might be making a track. He might call me midnight like, hey, bro, I got a melody. Pull up tomorrow, bro. I got something. Or I might hit him like, yo, when I get to the crib, I got this concept. And it's just fast. Like, it's magic.
Now, when it comes to the music, how long have you been down with it?
I've been doing music about 13, 14 years now. I'm 25.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 13, 14 good years. Good, hard, grinding years.
Talk to me about that grind, though, man, because, I mean, before the funk hit the fan, you coming up with the R&B, so it's already a little sticky situation trying to break into that, and then just the work ethic behind everything, staying down with it.
Well, I started rapping when I first started doing music, so I got to experience the underground hip-hop world a lot of open mics, a lot of chitlin' circuit movement, putting together promo tours, radio visits, just stuff like that, and it kind of let me see the competition firsthand by going to these different cities. Yeah. And, you know, and learning from that, I learned my niche. I was like, my niche is in singing. Like, that's right. Every time I do a singing hook, these rappers want a feature. Yeah. These singers want me to write a song. Yeah. And so I was like, that's my lane. That's what people react to. I'm going to go. This is where I'm going. And it took a little transition, but I'm here now.
I mean, talk to me about that transition, though, because coming from rapping to going ahead and saying, you know what, I'm about to hold these notes on these jokers and let them know what's real out here. Yeah. How was that for you?
When I started building a fan base as a rapper, it was kind of hard to transition into something they never heard before. I had got a lot of people when they started hearing my singing record say, that's not you, that's not K-Major, that can't be him, you know, that type thing. But it wasn't bad because they enjoyed the music. So it took time for them to even get used to it. But once I started drilling music consistently, dropping more content, they came aboard.
Now, I mean, coming up, though, man, I know you also work with that boy, The Dream.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, talk to me about that relationship and how you found that guy and y'all started jamming together.
It's a blessing, you know, me working with Tricky Stewart and, you know, him taking me to Cobalt and we working our publishing situation. I got to meet Dream and see the artist that is also a writer for the first time. And that interaction is crazy. He's like a big bro. You know, I learned from him even when he's not trying to teach us anything. Like, he's recording an album and we literally right there when the idea hit his mind and see, you know, how the process is. And I don't think it's a lot of people that can say that in the industry now that's like, yo, I've been in a room with Dream. Yeah. Because if you have, you got a #1 record. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's like, it's a blessing.
Now, I mean, for those watching, I mean, can you drop some of those jewels that you picked up along the way?
I mean, watching Big Bro, I learned to go with your first thought. You know what I'm saying? Don't second guess yourself and be overly confident in what you're doing if you know you're good at it. And stay consistent at doing that. Yeah. The consistency is the key, and that's what I picked up from watching him.
Now, as a singer, I mean, when you're coming up with the music, is this some of this shower music? Is it some of that smoking and riding music? I mean, are you just sitting there waking up in the morning and say, this melody just hit me? How are you coming up with these bangers, man?
I mean, you could be angry and listen to K-Major. It's all about wanting to be in a certain vibe. Yeah. You know, nobody wants to wake up stressed and nobody wants to wake up thinking about too much. So I just try to take your mind off all of that and put it focused on love, the love aspect of everything, finding positivity in anything you're doing, not just a female or not just a male, but
that's right.
Love in life.
I mean, that Bandana, man. Talk
Bandana.
to me about that banger right
Hey,
there.
Bandana, that's my favorite record.
Yeah.
It's crazy how I came about even doing this record. I actually did it as a feature. And, you know, the person I did the record for called me back like, yo, bro, this is the craziest record I ever heard your voice on. You know, really, you should do this record.
Yeah.
And at that point, I played it for my team, and they looked at me like, he was right. Like, put a second verse on here, put a first verse on here. Like, this is the record, you know? And at that time, I recorded my whole second album, which is coming, you know, shortly after the single.
Yeah.
But I recorded my album already, and then dropped the single, and now it's like people are reacting crazy. It's going up. I'm right. We're right. The team is right. The person I did the feature for is right.
See, that's cold. Now, when it comes to the music and producing and singing and writing, I mean, which one is your real passion, though?
All of them. I love music. I love music in general. So if I'm in a room, it's all about what you need from K Major at that time.
Now, as a producer, I mean, what do you love to produce on?
All types of music. Like, I can't say any one type of music. I work with anybody from Bruno Mars to Chris Brown to Dream to, you know, Somo, the artist, just different brands, different technique, different texture. So, music.
So now what's next for K Major, though?
K Major's going to, you know, start a promo tour with this Bandana.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely want to visit some other markets, start seeing my fans face to face. That's something that I failed to do in the last couple of years with my music. Definitely be more visual this year. So a lot of videos coming. The new website is out, kmajormusic.com. Starting my own platform so you can get things from one spot instead of me being so spread out.
That's right.
And you can see everything I'm doing as a producer, songwriter, artist, everything.
Now, what was it that kept you from the fans beforehand?
Lack of knowledge in the industry. I've been trying to feel my way around, you know, coming up as a new artist. People never talk about that. They always, you know, they just famous, and then before that they didn't have it. And it's like, what'd you do to get there? And that's a secret. You know what I'm saying? And like me, I'm cool. I'm laid back, relaxed, man. I'm grinding like everybody else. It's a grind.
Navigating those secrets, though, man. I mean, what are some of the obstacles that you find yourself overcoming on a daily basis?
People not believing, you know. People not believing in the product that you know you have. That's one of the biggest obstacles. But, you know, the biggest accomplishments is proving those people wrong. So I'm with it. I'm sticking with it till I get to that point.
I can definitely dig that. Now, I mean, out of all of your music, though, I mean, what are some of your favorite songs that you produce?
Moses, Chris Brown, French Montana, Migos was definitely one. And Somo, this, you know, new artist at Republic Records, just dropped his first single first. I co-wrote it. Well, I wrote it with him, so co-wrote it. And that's my first record in R&B music outside of what I've done that I've placed publicly, other than the Jacquees project at Cash Money.
Yeah, that's cold. Now, I mean, when that Moses went crazy, though, man, I mean, how did you feel, though? Because there's a lot of heavy hitters on that song, too, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. We did that song in a room, a bedroom, literally. Me, Spinz, and Southside did the beat at Spinz crib, just vibing, you know. The same night they did Commas for Future, that was one of the beats that was made.
Oh, that's cold.
And so it was just
one of them nights.
From seeing, one of those nights from seeing that being made to riding around and people like, yo, I heard the record you did for Chris Brown, French Montana, and Migos. I'm like, wow. Like, I want to go back to that house where we did it at. The same lighting, the same people, the same drinks. Like, we need to do that over and over again. Let's go.
I mean, what is it like, though, getting three producers together to produce some of this music, though, man? Because, see, sometimes you can have egos involved. Sometimes you might have I wanted to sound this way type of guy. I mean, how are y'all working that out?
Everybody respects everybody. You know, I'm one of the newest members of this circle. You know, you got Southside, you got DJ Spinz, you got Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
And then you got K Major, the new guy that's like, the new guy, you know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, everybody, even seeing them three work, it's crazy. Like, somebody will add something, somebody will add something else. Somebody will take something that somebody else added out, and it's no disconnect. It's no like, why you do that, bro? It's like, your mind is somewhere else. Your perspective is different, and maybe you heard something I didn't hear, and it always turns out as great work.
I mean, how is that, though, too, when everybody's putting their minds together? Because, I mean, that's a classic case of putting your mind together, for real.
No, definitely.
I mean, what goes through your mind when you sit back and you say, do you feel like you could have did it by yourself, or is it one of those things that y'all are just a four-headed, three-headed monster just going in there and making something just stupid?
it's Motown again. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely Motown again. It's not forced. People out here trying to force the Motown feel. Like
exactly.
They trying to force people in the studio to work with each other. They trying to force writers and producers to create a chemistry it might not be there. You know? So in this environment, you got us just literally chilling, and one of us might start humming something, and then, hey, I hear some drums to that. Oh, yo, let me do this to the drums now. Oh, that need to drop here. Oh, that's crazy. And you got 4 or 5 minds coming together on one product.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? So it's art.
Now, after all of that being said, man, I mean, what advice do you got for the next guy that's sitting there watching this saying, you know what, I want to pull a K Major?
Keep going, and no matter what approaches you, like, just think about it in a positive way. Like, what is this here for? You know, why am I learning this lesson right now? What do I need to change in me to make me perceive different to the public? You know, like, that's the biggest thing. You know, a lot of artists give up after the first try. Oh, they didn't like my record. Or they said I wasn't hot. Or I got booed on stage. One of my first shows that I did at Uptown Comedy Club in Atlanta, I remember it. I was in a group, and we got booed.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we was doing some music. I wasn't doing R&B, but I was trying to sing at that time, and it wasn't it. You know, it wasn't it. And then at that moment, I didn't understand why. Yeah. I thought it was the hottest thing in the world. My team thought it was the hottest thing in the world. The people who listened to it on the MySpace days, that type of stuff, they thought it was so hot. I performed it for these people, and they boo. So at that moment, I could have been like, you know what? I'm done with it.
Now, when it comes to having that drive, and you say keep going, what is it that keeps K Major going?
Realizing that the people that are more successful than me are human. You know, just like me, they came from different struggles, hearing different people's story, whether they're a rapper, a soul singer, pop artist. Like, I used to think of pop artists as perfect because of the type of music they did. It was just more driven, more musical. It seemed like it was more work put into it. Yeah. And now that I meet some of these artists, I'm like, oh, no, you have a real story. Like, you have a real life. So it's relatable, and it's like, wow, okay, I'm you too. Okay, I'm going through that now. Exactly. Okay, I get it. Yeah,
I can definitely dig it. I mean, lastly, Kay, I mean, how can folks contact you, man, and anything else you want to get off your chest, though?
Man, I feel like I got it all out for right now. I definitely want people to check out my new single, Bandana. It's on Apple Music and Tidal. Check out my new website, kmajormusic.com. That's KMAJOR music.com. And also follow me on Instagram at kmajormusic.
I can definitely dig it with Kay.
I appreciate you.
Man, no problem. Appreciate you coming through this thing, my dog. Wish you nothing but the best and much success.
Stay blessed.
B-High Radio, shout it. It's out 107.9, man. Let's go.